Let me show you something very interesting that I just discovered. Look at this. This is what I'm doing when I'm not satisfied, when I have some kind of calls, some kind of issues, some kind of obstacles. And then to resolve this and not leave it there inside of me, I have to grab each sharp corner and with so-called neural lines, just get out, give this tension to the field of energy around me or energy that goes through me, but I don't want to keep it within me so I don't stress out even more. I just take those lines and go out, and I'm going in very, very unexpected, unpredictable trails, and all these lines start to crisscross. So what I'm doing, I'm actually releasing the tension and stress that I had. And while I'm doing this, I'm breathing very deep. Does it sound familiar? Does it remind you something? I'm going to tell you what's going on. So after this, when we create these lines, so-called neural lines, we have areas that we cross the lines. Here we have a lot of crossings. This calls catharsis. This is the, throwing out all this tension or cold or discomfort, whatever we have inside. So now we created all these sharp angles that it's our job to make them softer, so each angle becomes soft and smooth. And it takes a while. This is the longest process, but this is more pleasant process in all this project for me, and I know for a lot of people. So something like this happens. We're kind of creating this soft, instead of this needly sharp angles, we're creating soft, smooth transitions. And we'll keep doing this through all the paper. This is one of the easiest, simple, basic things that I'm telling you. It has a lot of other solutions. So does it sound familiar? I'm sure it does. So I studied this so-called Neurographica. I got my certificates, and then I was the lucky girl to get to this week retreat that we all went together to Cancun with Joe Dispenza. And then I learned more about the meditation, and that was my aha moment that, wait a minute, this is the same thing that I was doing on the paper in Neurographica. By the way, this is a relatively new branch of art therapy. It exists about 7 years. So art therapy that calls Neurographica. This is kind of coaching art, because it helps a lot of people to resolve inner conflicts. It's really very helpful, exactly the same way that meditation does. There's a lot of healing during people work on this. So does it sound familiar? There's a call, then we're meditating, we're breathing while we're working. So we're breathing because sometimes when the conflict is very big, there is a sense of discomfort. So to get rid of this discomfort, we need to breathe. Third step is very familiar as well, right? It's very similar. Then while we're breathing, we're feeling better. Then we have to resolve all these sharp angles, all the obstacles, in order for us to move forward, to come out from our own space, being isolated, created wall around us. We have to come out and connect to the field of energy, to the quantum field. Isn't this interesting? And then at the end, this is just the beginning. I'm not going to make you tired with all these images. So at the end, we will end up having something like this, something like this, like this, like this. Well, this is one of my favorites. It's the neuro tree, the tree that develops all the, coming from the root and then develops in the trunk, and then comes your future with your branches, with the harvest and everything that you're planning. So this is really, really fun things to do. And I consider myself very lucky that I was already quite familiar with this. And then I was lucky to be on Joe Dispenza's retreat and learn more about meditation. And aha moment came. This is the same thing. I call this meditation on paper. So I hope you would like it. The reason I'm putting on this side, because I know that people who are in this group are very much into all information related to energy and how we change the energy, and this is one of the ways, and it's really good addition to meditation. Meditation is great. I always do it. When I don't do it, I miss one day, I have feeling that I'm kind of missing myself. I don't know how else to explain this feeling. When I miss one day, thinking, well, it's okay, next day I feel very anxious to start as soon as possible because I'm missing something important. I'm missing myself. I'm missing my real self. So, and this is a nice addition to the meditation, because for visual people, this is easier to use your imagination and easier to keep your focus on it, by the way. One of the hardest things that I had during meditation is being focused and not letting my thoughts to run around. With this, is way easier. If you're a very visual person, you just work on the line, you're trying to, you know, soft up all the transmissions, and while you're working on it, all your focus or with your lines, you still breathe, and so your attention doesn't go anywhere. You're still with your project, with your thoughts, and you're still working with your subconscious, exactly like during meditation. So I think this helped me a lot to become more calm during the meditation and have more higher quality of result during the meditation. I hope you love it, and if you want to know more about this, I will be more than happy to give you more information. You can contact me on my personal messenger or find me on YouTube. Just let me know. Thank you.